In this video, we're going to go over a two-step process. The first step is planning a hotspot, and the second step is sending a virtual mining assessment to someone. If you've already planned your hotspot and you've got the hang of that, you can skip ahead to sending a virtual mining assessment. So the first step is to plan a hotspot, and again, the goal of planning hotspots is to build your network. You're planning hotspots on behalf of others. So these are usually people that you know, your friends, your family. And the first step for that is going to be clicking on the Plan Hotspot button. You're going to go ahead and you're going to enter the address of that person, and you're going to give it a custom title. So for example, I'll put my friend Elia's house, and I'm going to fill in the rest of the information here. And what's going to happen now is we're trying to plan a hotspot in order to see what this person's address can do potentially as far as helium hotspot mining. And we want to get this person on board. We want to get them introduced to iHub. So we're going to go ahead and agree to the terms, and we're going to try to plan that hotspot. And what's going to happen right now is we are running some intelligence in the background, and you can see that it's telling us that this location is already too dense with other hotspots. So it's actually not eligible to send a virtual mining assessment report. But the main thing to keep in mind here is if you run an address through our planned hotspot intelligence, you can still invite this person to sign up via iHub using your affiliate link, and you can still encourage them to invite their network and invite their friends and family, because at the end of the day, you guys will all earn from those hotspots that are referred through that process. So let's go ahead, and so you might get a message like this. What we do is we check to see if there's too many hotspots within that specific area. And if that happens, it's okay. You just go ahead and click the OK button, and you can still plan that hotspot and save it just so you have it in your planned hotspots list. And this way you can follow up with that person and still invite them on board. Let's go ahead and try another address and see if we find a better location. And again, this is a two-step process. So the first step is planning the hotspot, running the intelligence, and seeing if it's eligible for you to invite them via a virtual mining assessment report. So we're going to go ahead. Let's try this address. Right. And so again, this is just an example. I'm using the same information. It is important that you keep this accurate, because you will not be, this is the information that will be required to be used for the virtual mining assessment. So we're going to go ahead and plan that hotspot. We've got our intelligence running, and look at that. It'll tell us this location can use some coverage, and it's eligible to send a virtual mining assessment report. So it gives you a little information on the next steps and what you'll need to do. Now, we highly encourage you to go ahead and send out this assessment. It is the best tool that you can use to show someone what their potential earnings could be, what helium is about, and that they are eligible to reserve a free hotspot deployment via iHub. So we're going to go ahead and click on yes, I definitely want to send that assessment out, and we'll get this window here. You'll see that all the information is filled out for us to review. If we made a mistake, we can actually correct it here. And very importantly, number one is with a free Helium Track account, you get 10 free virtual mining assessments. So over here, we can see that we've used 1 out of those 10. Upgrading to Helium Track Pro plan, if you click this button, you can upgrade and you actually get unlimited virtual mining assessment credits. So another important thing to keep in mind, and this tip is here for you, it's always a good idea to reach out to someone before sending them a mining assessment, because they're only going to have a 24-hour window from the time of seeing that report to actually go ahead and follow through. So we're going to take a look at what that report looks like, and we're also going to see what type of notifications this person might be receiving. So they're going to have 24 hours to reserve that hotspot. So definitely reach out to them, let them know that you're going to be sending them this report, that this is, an opportunity that they don't want to miss. and that they should sign up their free iHub account, their affiliate account, as well as make sure they reserve their free hotspot deployment, because at the end of the day, they are eligible for that, and that's a really great thing. So I want to send this mining assessment to Ilya via email and SMS, and I'm going to go ahead and send out that virtual mining assessment. And there we go. I've just sent that out to Ilya. He will get notified. And again, reach out to your potential affiliate before sending that out. So what I'd like to do actually is we're going to take a look at what that email that Ilya has received, as well as what the text message looks like. Okay, so we just got that email, and I'm going to show that to you guys now. And so this is what that potential affiliate who has an approved location that you just send them a mining assessment, this is the email that they would receive. And you can see they get a congratulations. It lets them know that you have just run a virtual crypto mining assessment on their address, and lets them know that they have 24 hours to go ahead and reserve that real estate, and that, of course, the hardware deployment is free. And it also has some steps to kind of give them an idea of what to do to get started. So once they go ahead and see their virtual mining assessment report and follow through that process, they're going to have some next steps as well to log into Helium Track and also start planning hotspots, which is the whole point of building your network, bringing people in, and being able to earn commission on other people's hotspots. I've also received a text message because we checked that SMS box, and we'll see that the text message came in as well. Eric has run a virtual crypto mining assessment for your address, and to get their report. And so the next part of this video, I'd like to go ahead and take a look at what that report process is. What do our virtual mining assessment reports look like? What will that potential affiliate need to do to get started? And so let's get familiarized with that process, because if you're following up with them, or if you're reaching out to them before you send them the virtual mining assessment, then you're going to want to be able to guide them through the steps that they're going to need to take to get started. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that virtual mining assessment report looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and clicked on that link that I received for my virtual mining assessment report. And here I'm going to start out by seeing the potential earnings of nearby hotspots within a month. So we can see the low range and the high range, and what that currently translates to as far as potential earnings in US dollars based off of the current price of HNT. So right off the bat, the person that you send this virtual mining assessment to is going to understand monetarily what are their potential earnings. They're also going to see that the countdown has started for them to go ahead and reserve and claim that real estate. As we mentioned before, they're only going to have 24 hours to do that. Otherwise, that location or that surrounding location is then going to be available for other affiliates to send out mining assessments and someone else to be able to reserve that. So here we can see some information about who the report was created for, just to verify the information, as well as your information so that they can contact you if they have any questions. Down here we see a map of where that location was based out of. And so the goal here for them is to go ahead and claim this location. Now they're guided and pre-filled out with this form for creating their iHub affiliate account right under you. So this signs them up as an affiliate under you and guides them through the process of getting started. So I'm going to go ahead here and we'll just continue along with the information created. Very simply, you see how quickly we can get people signed up. And there we go. So now we are eligible to reserve that hotspot, and all the information is already pre-filled out. So it makes it really easy for someone to get started and to sign up, to see their potential earnings, and to reserve their free hotspot deployment. They just need to go ahead and agree to these terms, and they can actually go ahead and there we can see that the hotspot has been reserved as far as the deployment goes. They're also encouraged to go ahead and get started with Helium Track and start growing their network. And so that's going to provide some continuity and allow them to follow the same steps that you have followed to bring in people into their network. We're going to make a better video than this and a little bit more detailed, as we've just launched these features, and we thank you for your time.